Hey, Steelers Nation. We're back with an exclusive video packed with the latest updates on our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. This way, you'll never miss any exclusive updates or exciting Steelers news. The NFL world is buzzing, and if you blinked, you might have missed one of the most talked about moves of this offseason. Jacobe Meyers, the versatile and dynamic wide receiver, is officially heading to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Sources close to the situation have confirmed that all negotiations are finalized, and Meyers is now a part of the Steelers roster, ready to bring his unique skill set to the Steel City. The chatter has been growing for weeks, with insiders hinting at a possible blockbuster signing, and now, the speculation has become reality. Fans and analysts alike are dissecting what this means for Pittsburgh's offensive scheme, which has been in need of a reliable, route-running wideout who can stretch the field and provide quarterback Kenny Pickett with a dependable target. The excitement is palpable across social media platforms, with Steelers Nation already celebrating what many are calling a game-changing acquisition that could redefine the team's passing attack. Meyers, who has shown remarkable consistency and adaptability during his previous seasons, seems poised to become a cornerstone of this offense, giving Pittsburgh a new dimension and potentially elevating them to serious playoff contention. The signing of Jacobe Meyers doesn't just fill a roster spot. It signals a strategic shift in Pittsburgh's approach to the passing game. Analysts are speculating how the coaching staff will integrate Meyers into their existing offensive system, balancing his precision route running with the Steelers' traditionally physical style of play. This move could open up opportunities not only for Meyers, but for the entire receiving corps, creating mismatches against defenders who may underestimate his ability to find soft spots in coverage. Beyond the X's and O's, the cultural impact of Meyers joining the Steelers cannot be ignored. Known for his work ethic and leadership on and off the field, he brings a professionalism that could positively influence younger teammates and solidify locker room dynamics. As the offseason progresses, every training camp session and preseason game will be scrutinized, with fans eager to see how quickly Meyers adjusts to his new surroundings and how seamlessly he builds chemistry with Pickett. Rumors are swirling about potential breakout performances early in the season, and excitement is building that this signing could be the spark Pittsburgh needs to turn their offense into one of the most feared units in the league. There's more than just tactical intrigue surrounding Jacobe Meyers' move to Pittsburgh. The narrative extends to the ripple effect it creates across the NFL landscape. Teams that have been targeting receivers in free agency may now reconsider their strategies, adjusting draft picks and evaluating alternative signings in response to the Steelers' aggressive acquisition. Meanwhile, the fan base is already speculating on jersey sales, social media engagement, and what this means for Steelers merchandise revenue, highlighting the economic and cultural impact of a high-profile player joining the team. From podcasts to sports talk shows, debates are raging. Will Meyers be able to shoulder the responsibility of being a primary target? And how will defenses adapt to counter his precise route running and reliable hands? Each angle adds fuel to the rumor mill, creating a narrative that extends far beyond the simple act of signing a contract. The excitement in Pittsburgh is mirrored in fantasy football circles, where Meyers' arrival is already reshaping projections and drafting strategies for millions of fans looking to gain a competitive edge in upcoming seasons. With the dust settling on the announcement, all eyes are on how Meyers will translate potential into on-field production, and whether this bold move signals the Steelers' intent to compete at the highest level in a rapidly evolving NFL. Jacobe Meyers' journey to the Steelers has been the subject of countless whispers and behind-the-scenes discussions, and now that it's official, the implications are massive. His arrival in Pittsburgh is expected to influence play calling, target distribution, and overall offensive philosophy, challenging both the coaching staff and the quarterback to integrate a new weapon seamlessly. Observers are eager to see how Meyers' chemistry develops with Pickett during off-season workouts, minicamps, and team meetings, as the synergy between quarterback and receiver will likely determine early season success. Beyond technical execution, Meyers' professionalism and reputation for meticulous preparation could elevate the team's culture, inspiring younger receivers and setting a new standard for commitment and accountability. Rumors about potential breakout games in prime time have already begun circulating, with some analysts predicting that Meyers could become an immediate impact player, creating highlight reels and clutch moments that resonate with fans for years. The intrigue extends beyond the Steelers themselves, as opponents are left recalibrating defensive strategies, trying to anticipate how Meyers will be utilized in various formations and situations, adding another layer of excitement and speculation to an already electric offseason landscape. Social media reactions have been nothing short of explosive since the announcement of Jacobe Meyers joining the Steelers. Fans have flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with celebratory messages, memes, and highlight reels, amplifying the buzz and feeding the rumor machine even further. Each post adds to the narrative, shaping public perception and building anticipation for what Meyers' impact could be in his debut season. Commentators on sports networks are dissecting his every move, comparing his statistical output from previous seasons to what he could potentially achieve in Pittsburgh, generating endless debate and analysis. The conversation spans from casual fans to seasoned analysts, each adding layers to the story, speculating about matchups, game plans, and how defenses will adjust to counter Meyers' precision and route-running ability. Beyond the X's and O's, the human element, his integration into the team, his interactions with teammates, and his adaptation to the city and fan culture provides another dimension to the ongoing narrative. As each day passes, anticipation builds, and every rumor, insight, or interview adds fuel to the fire, keeping Steelers Nation on edge and engaged in what promises to be one of the most fascinating storylines of the NFL offseason. The excitement surrounding Jacobe Meyers' signing with the Pittsburgh Steelers is further amplified by historical context, highlighting how pivotal strategic acquisitions have shaped the trajectory of NFL franchises. Pittsburgh, known for its passionate fan base and legacy of dominant football, is betting that Meyers can elevate their offensive capabilities and create momentum heading into the season. Analysts are not only examining his past performance metrics, but also projecting his potential synergy with the current roster, considering how he complements existing playmakers and addresses gaps in the passing attack. This anticipation feeds a larger narrative, one that intertwines performance expectations with emotional investment from fans who have waited years for transformative additions. Rumors about early season matchups, potential touchdown milestones, and Meyers' ability to deliver under pressure dominate discussion boards and sports media outlets, creating a continuous loop of speculation and excitement. Each update, each training camp snippet, each insider report fuels a sense of immediacy, making the signing feel like a turning point in Pittsburgh's season. For Steelers fans, this is more than a transaction. It's a story of hope, potential, and the promise of thrilling moments on the gridiron, with Jacobe Meyers positioned at the center of the unfolding drama. As Jacobe Meyers steps into the Pittsburgh Steelers environment, the ripple effects are already being felt throughout the locker room and coaching staff. Sources close to the team suggest that his presence is inspiring not only the wide receivers, but also the quarterbacks, linemen, and even defensive units during practice sessions. Rumors indicate that Meyers' meticulous preparation routines are setting a new standard for how off-season workouts are approached, with younger players taking note of his focus, timing, and ability to dissect defensive schemes. Analysts are speculating how his route-running precision will force opponents to adjust their secondary coverage, potentially creating mismatches that Pittsburgh can exploit throughout the season. Social media chatter continues to explode, with fans discussing hypothetical scenarios, including potential highlight reel catches, game-winning touchdowns, and even playoff-defining moments. Some insiders are hinting that Meyers could become the centerpiece of a revitalized passing game, one that balances aggressive downfield threats with controlled, methodical execution. While skeptics question whether he can handle the pressure of being a primary target, the prevailing sentiment is one of cautious optimism, with Steelers Nation anxiously awaiting the first signs that Meyers' integration will translate into tangible results on the field, sparking renewed energy across the franchise and fan base. Rumors surrounding Jacobe Meyers' impact go beyond the Steelers' offensive strategy, extending into the broader NFL ecosystem. Competitor teams are reportedly reevaluating their defensive game plans, attempting to anticipate how Meyers' presence might alter Pittsburgh's play-calling tendencies. Sources whisper about meetings between defensive coordinators, analyzing tape of Meyers' previous seasons, noting his ability to find soft spots, break tackles, and maintain focus in high-pressure situations. Analysts and pundits are debating whether this signing could trigger a domino effect in the wide receiver market, influencing other teams' free agency decisions and draft strategies. Fans are dissecting every piece of available information, from off-season interviews to training camp leaks, fueling speculation and building a sense of immediacy around each practice, preseason game, and potential breakout performance. Even fantasy football enthusiasts are recalibrating rankings, with Meyers' projected targets, receptions, and touchdown potential generating heated discussions across forums. The narrative is evolving constantly, and every insider tidbit adds another layer of excitement, keeping the rumor mill spinning at full speed, with Steelers Nation bracing for the transformative potential that Meyers could bring to the team, blending athletic talent with an intangible leadership presence that might redefine the franchise's trajectory. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The intrigue surrounding Jacobe Meyers' arrival in Pittsburgh is magnified by his past performance, which demonstrates a rare combination of consistency, adaptability, and resilience. Analysts highlight his ability to read defenses, adjust routes mid-play, and maintain focus under pressure, suggesting that these qualities will translate seamlessly into the Steelers' offensive scheme. Rumors suggest that the coaching staff is already envisioning innovative ways to deploy Meyers, from slot receiver opportunities to deep threat targets, creating strategic flexibility that could confound opponents week after week. Fans are buzzing about the possibilities, generating hypothetical matchups, and debating which games will showcase Meyers' talents most effectively. Behind the scenes, sources indicate that the synergy between him and quarterback Kenny Pickett is being carefully cultivated, with joint film sessions, on-field drills, and detailed play analysis forming the foundation for a potentially explosive partnership. Social media commentary reinforces the narrative, with viral videos, highlight clips, and analytical breakdowns fueling discussions about the Steelers' potential offensive dominance. Every angle, from coaching strategy to individual skill assessment, is being scrutinized, creating a multi-layered story that captures attention and builds anticipation for a season where Meyers could emerge as a key player capable of altering the trajectory of both the team and the league, intensifying the ongoing buzz that surrounds Pittsburgh's off-season moves. Whispers from inside the organization suggest that Jacobe Meyers' influence extends beyond the X's and O's, touching the culture of the team and the morale of players at every level. Sources close to the Steelers' locker room claim that his work ethic, attention to detail, and leadership qualities are already shaping practices, influencing rookies and veterans alike to elevate their preparation and focus. Analysts are speculating on the long-term effects, suggesting that Meyers' integration could set a new standard for professionalism within the franchise, creating a ripple effect that extends to off-season programs, community engagement, and team cohesion. Fans are equally fascinated, discussing not only potential touchdowns and highlight plays, but also the intangible qualities that Meyers brings: resilience, discipline, and an unshakable confidence that could redefine what it means to play for Pittsburgh. The rumor mill is alive with conjecture about potential game-changing performances, breakout seasons, and even leadership roles that Meyers might assume within the locker room. Each new report, training camp update, or insider comment adds another dimension to the story, amplifying the excitement and speculation. For Steelers Nation, the signing represents not just a strategic acquisition, but a narrative of transformation, hope, and anticipation, with Jacobe Meyers at the center of a season that could redefine expectations, rivalries, and the team's identity in the NFL landscape. As the Steelers fan base digests the news of Jacobe Meyers' arrival, the conversation naturally turns to potential matchups, statistical projections, and key moments that could define the season. Rumors suggest that coaches are already identifying defensive schemes to exploit, positioning Meyers to take advantage of his route-running precision, separation skills, and ability to make contested catches. Analysts are debating how his presence might affect the usage of other wide receivers, running backs, and even tight ends, predicting scenarios where Meyers becomes the focal point of the offense in high-leverage situations. Social media platforms are flooded with graphics, mock highlight reels, and predictive analyses, creating a continuous feedback loop of speculation and excitement. Fantasy football communities are particularly active, adjusting rankings and projections to account for Meyers' potential target share and touchdown opportunities. Off the field, rumors swirl about his adaptation to Pittsburgh's culture, the chemistry with teammates, and a leadership role he may assume, all of which add layers to the narrative and keep the conversation alive long before the first snap. Each new rumor, insight, or training camp leak becomes a catalyst for debate, ensuring that anticipation remains high and positioning Jacobe Meyers as the central figure in what could be one of the most captivating Steelers seasons in recent memory. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the Pittsburgh Steelers, make sure to subscribe to Steelers Nation Central and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.